Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Cooking with Nancy O and her sidekick, Rick. He's got me all messed up today, guys. I left for an appointment, came back, and he's got my cameras up different. So you can just laugh at us as we're going. I wanted to talk to you about one last time we're doing our spaghetti squash. We realize that it's time to use up all of our squashes because the season, it's pretty much run its gamut and it's time to cook all these guys. So this is our biggest guy that probably our biggest one that we grew. The ones that we cooked today, we did the smaller ones. So we're doing a similar recipe that we did back in the fall with the acorn squash, just a little twist on it. But this one really intrigued me. We always need fast, quick, easy meals. All this can be done ahead of time. And the cleanup crew's down here wanting attention. Yeah. The dogs are. So we chose to do one more time on the spaghetti squash because now we're switching seasons. So I wanted to share with you some of the things that I learned about spaghetti squash. This stuff is packed full of vitamins and minerals. It's a source of fiber, of course, because of being able to shred it in there and ase it in place of pasta. That's what's really cool. We have vitamin C, vitamin B, niacin in it. The beta carotene and vitamin C, those are antioxidants. This stuff is so good for you. Once you start using it in place of noodles, you're never going to know, because what we're doing, because ours that we baked are a little bit smaller, this is like one serving. So Rick can have half, I can have half. If you want to add some grilled meat to it, you can, but you don't have to. So these are already pre-baked. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the fork and just show you how you can shred this and see how it's just making instant noodles in there. Is that not wonderful? So we are shredding this. That's probably enough, don't you think?
Yep.
And then Rick pre-made some for us, but I want to show you the process. We cut these in half. We clean the seeds out. We bake them for 425 for about 20-25 minutes.
Yep.
And it all depends on the size of your squash. So you can kind of poke it with a fork and see what's going on. And now this is ready to go. So you could pre-bake these ahead of time. You can make this whole thing and reheat it. And all we're going to do is we're going to put our homemade sauce in it, which you want to taste of something fresh. Use homemade sauce in everything. And all through the winter, your taste buds will love you. Won't they, Rick?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. We use our homemade sauce all winter long. And when we have company over, people are like, oh, my gosh, this is so good. So we do, hold on just a minute. We just do these little jars, and that way they're easy for recipes to use. So now you can see how easy this is. We're going to take and sprinkle some seasoning on it. I would even, if you don't like the seasonings we're using, pull some pizza seasoning out.
Yeah.
Man, wouldn't that be awesome? So this happens to be basil and oregano and some crushed red pepper. And I want to do some salt and pepper on there first. And then I'm going to just kind of sprinkle that in there. So we have some salt and pepper. And you just season this to taste. Okay, and then we're going to add about half of the seasoning. We're using dry for our recipe. This part I would definitely use dry. At the end, we're going to sprinkle more on top. When you do that, you might want to use fresh basil and fresh oregano. And it's all a matter of choice. But for fast, easy convenience, we grew these vegetables on our tower and we dried them. So that we even saved money there. Now we're going to add the mozzarella cheese on top. You know, the recipe called to take an 8-ounce ball and slice it and lay them on here. I didn't have that in the house. I didn't have time to run to the store. So we're using shredded, and it's going to work out just fine. But if you want that really thick mozzarella cheese on there, then use the ball and slice it. It just comes in a round ball and you can slice them. But for convenience, we keep our cheeses in the freezer all the time. So when we need something, we pull it out and it's ready to go. Guys, do you see how fast this is coming together? Now Rick is gonna take this,
And top it with more seasoning.
more seasoning,
If
okay.
you want, but that,
We're gonna top it with more seasoning. My mouth is just drooling for this because I'm hoping it tastes like pizza. Okay, now, you're gonna put that in a 425 oven for like 15 to 20 minutes, correct?
correct.
And what's gonna happen is, it's gonna get real toasty brown, and you want it bubbly and brown like that. Of course, we pre-made some, right? Because that's what we do to save time. And Rick's gonna bring those over. Can you carry it? Is it too hot? It's warm. The pan's still warm. So he's gonna bring the whole pan over. And look what we pre-made. Does that not look delicious? I don't even think we need, you okay?
Yeah, let me set it there.
Our countertop here won't hold heat, so we have to be careful with it. So, okay, now this is done. We are going to sprinkle now Parmesan cheese for a little bit of different flavor. Look at that, finely grated Parmesan cheese. We buy the freshly grated, and we keep this in the freezer because Parmesan cheese on top of things is so delicious. And just adding a different taste there is so fantastic. Look at what we have, Rick.
Looks good to me.
And I have been dying to taste this. I am not gonna lie, but we're gonna let Rick be the first one to taste it. So there you go, buddy. No, just leave it there. It's easy enough. So can you guys see how easy it is to make this? It is, oh, look at that cheese. Oh, go ahead and pull it apart.
Yep. There we go.
It's still warm. It's been out of the oven for how long?
Maybe about 10 minutes.
So it's, oh, look at the steam coming out of it. See, the whole noodle effect, you have the sauce, you have the cheese, you have the herbs in there. And imagine if you had sprinkled fresh herbs on top, it would change the whole taste of it. Does it taste like pizza?
It's very good. It's
A little different.
it's
More,
really good.
little Italian taste.
A little Italian.
So I'm gonna just snatch a little taste of the top, so because I'm dying to find out what these flavors taste like on this.
I think I had a little more spices in it than what you did on the other one, but that's where you can adjust it all yourself, how you want them.
Wow. Guys, and I don't eat red pepper. And the red pepper flakes in there, because I didn't mention there's oregano, basil, and red pepper flakes, your salt and pepper, that's it. These are staples you have in your kitchen. That is so delicious. Now, we made like, how many?
We're gonna have, 6 of them.
6 of them. That means we have 6 meals for us. No, 3 meals.
3 meals.
So we're going to put these in the refrigerator, reheat them, and we are ready to go for meals. What a fast, quick thing to take to lunch, to work, to working at home. We are busy working at home. We have instant meals here, and we're so fast and quick. I mean, you can spend an hour and you have 3 meals, 4 meals.
Yeah. And if you want
Not even.
protein with it, you can grill some chicken, or you can grill some fish to go with it.
Oh, fish. But you have the cheese, which is protein enough for lunch. So this, and the fiber in here is so good for you. The beta carotene is so good for your eyes. Guys, this is a slam dunk recipe. I know that we've showed you similar recipes. I think this is the fastest, quickest one we've done so far. And it's delicious, let me tell you. We have a really cool recipe we're going to do next week. We've already talked about it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little more involved, so we might have steps pre-made along the way, but we're going to, I have so many people asking me about our pepper jelly. We take it to events with us all the time as an appetizer. So we decided, we grew so many peppers last summer that we have them in our freezer. We're going to pull them out. We're going to do a pepper jelly recipe for you and teach you how to do that, so you can have your own pepper jelly to take to events. And it is just, people rave about it. So we have been making pepper jelly for about 3 or 4 years now. And it's a nice, fast, quick thing when you have to go somewhere. And we're excited to teach you that next week. So I want you guys to try the spaghetti squash. I'm sure you don't have any from last summer because we grew a bumper crop last year. But you can go to the store and get yourself some, and this is really, really a nice recipe. So, what else do we have to tell them? We grew them on the towers.
Grew them on the towers.
We grew the oregano on the towers. We grew the basil on the towers. We dry it, we throw it in the freezer, or we stick it in jars. However, we do both. We freeze some and we dry some. So we have quite a few low ingredients here. And our tomato sauce, all that is from the tower.
Yeah.
So we have shown you how to make that tomato sauce in the past. We will revisit that this summer when we get some tomatoes, because that's been a couple years now. So guys, I'm telling you, this is a fantastic recipe. Go out and try it. We have a lot more coming. We have our raised beds in place for our pumpkin patch. I'm very anxious to show you guys. So until next week, you guys stay safe. Once again, if you have questions about the tower, give us a call. We are so excited about our towers and how we are progressing with them. And that's what we're here for. If you have any ideas for recipes you want me to research, let me know. If you have a vegetable you just don't know how to cook, let us know. Reach out to us. We're happy to do that. Your ideas are always welcome with us. So until next week, you guys stay safe and have a great week. Bye for now.
See ya.
Okay, this is
it's
fantastic. Here,
Good.
I'll get my own fork.
Yeah.
This was so good, Rick. Okay,
It turned out perfect.
slam dunk.
Yep.
Big slam dunk.
Yep.
Mm. Okay, this is
Crunchy
lunch.
cheese, yeah. Better leave it for lunch.
No, we can make some fish to go with this.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this recipe. Very good.